Hello guys, welcome to Running at Disc Golf. My name is Ethan, and today I'm going to be running you through my round at Jaycee Park in Grand Rapids, Michigan. This course is a only par 3 course. It's not very long, but for kind of pitch and putt, it's kind of long. So, hole on, throw my harp, shanked it about second available, but going first off the first tee looked normal. So right here I'm throwing my Glow Envy, trying to put it on a little hyzer, just trying to hit that gap. And I about pured it. Leave myself a good 15 putt start off. And I just a little low, kind of nervous, but first hole, of course. Hole 2, 310 feet. Trying to do a forehand with my Firebird on some anhyzer. Trying to let it flex out. I just reached it early on hyzer, but it's not going to be in a bad spot to give me itself up. So I'm just jump putting, laying up, not really trying to give it a bid, but I'd say half bid. A little longer comebacker than I wanted, but I drained that. So hole 3, this one's pretty short, 317. It's definitely shorter than that. But I do hit the first available. Should leave myself with kind of a tricky upshot, kind of forehand harp, flex shot. I thought I did this perfectly, but didn't give it enough. Leave myself with a good 25 footer, which kind of overcommit, going high. Luckily, I didn't go out of bounds on the path, but make my comebacker for the bogey. Hole 4, this one's probably my most fun one. Throwing my harp on this one, backhand, leaving it a little inside, hitting the fence on the left side, giving myself a putt still though. So it's kind of a scary putt, downhill, OB past, but I was running that all day, every day. Make it for the 2. So I'm 1 down, hole 5, 353 feet, throwing my Flippy Pro Destroyer. Just trying to get through the gap and let it turn right. Didn't put enough hyzer, but turns off to the right. Not in a hard spot, though, for it up. Forehanding my harp, I'm about 150 out. Just a little easy up shot. Not trying to give that a bit at all. Easy tapping for par. Hole 6, 356. This one's you gotta go straight, then left. I'm throwing my MVP Tesla. I late released that one. Obviously, I'm pretty upset about that. So trying to get close with my Firebird, but also hit another tree. Not leaving myself with much after that. So here I'm doing another Firebird forehand, trying to do a little anhyzer shot. Rolled my wrist on that, so this is not that good of a hole for me, obviously. Here I'm just jump putting with my bullet, my putting putter. Just trying to do an upshot with that. Do that pretty good. And make the putt for the double bogey, unfortunately. Hole 7, this one's kind of a forehand, backhand, not really a good hole for either. I throw my forehand harp, putting it on too much hyzer. Almost going OB, but I didn't. And here's another second shot I just threw with my Mitness Bobcat, a mid-range. Throwing it flat, little anhyzer, and I parked that one. Good 40 footer right here. Gave it a pretty good bid, hit the basket. And par for that. Should have been a birdie, but. Then here, this one, hole 8, about 200 feet. It's a hyzer shot. I stepped up to a Bobcat, which I think was my mistake. I should have threw a harp, and I hit those inside trees. Then just an easy out with my Innova Sonic, just trying to play catch the basket. And just an easy tapping for par here. So I'm +1 through 8. And hole 9, this one's tricky. You have to throw almost a forehand. Could do backhand, but forehand, leaving this, trying to flat. I hit my angle and line perfectly, just didn't get it enough power. Leave myself a little short. I don't want to run this. It's downhill with OB behind, so I just easy decision to lay that up. Tapping for it.
Alright, hold on, recap. I'm +1 right now. Very bad, but just trying to push through, get a few more birdies on back 9. Just hopefully get maybe 2 down. I think I'll be happy with where I'm at right now. So, yeah.
Alright, there's my recap. Hole 10. This one's a Mando, where that spray painted tree is. There's OB off to the left and right, water to the right. I'm throwing my harp. Didn't really give this one a good bid. I didn't want to go OB to the right. Almost went OB on the left side. 25 footer, and I doinked that right off the rim. An easy 3 putt. Hole 11, about 250. Got to throw this one flat with my NV. Left it too much inside. Not giving myself a good spot to land. Doinked that putt again too. And I doinked my second one too also. Alright, hole 12. This one's really tricky. You can't really get a good run up off the tee normally, so I'm going this big Anheuser route with my Fission Tesla, which will hold Anheuser, which I'm about to do. So I put that on a lot of Anheuser, and just the reliability of this disc, it'll fade out every single time. Highly recommend you getting one of those discs. Then leave myself with about 40 footer right here maybe, and a little POV putt for the 3. Good hole to get a 3 on. Hole 13, this is also like hole 6. Though my mint disc grackle, didn't commit to it, so hit the left side. About 200 feet out with a harp. Early released again. Going way off to the left. Now it's right behind that tree. Jump putting for the up. Give that one a pretty good bid. And unfortunately taking a bogey right here. Definitely should be a par. Hole 14, this one's also a fun one. I'm throwing my harp on this one again. Hit my angle absolutely perfect. Just left off a little to the right. Then going through these trees, jump putt. And leave myself easy tap in for par. And hole 15, 260 plays more like 320. This one's pretty tricky. You have to throw on a hyzer and flip up a little bit. So I'm throwing my mint disc grackle. It flips up a little bit on me. And still goes good left. And that was my best shot ever on this hole, leaving myself the putt. And I made the good putt, about 20 footer, uphill. Hole 16, this one's probably the signature hole on this course maybe. Forehanding a harp. Flat, letting it get a low turn, good fade. Little scary putt, he'll roll away if you miss it, but running it all day. Of course I make that. Like I said in my recap, I want to shoot 2 down through where I was after the front 9, and they got 2 more holes left to do that. This one's about 200 downhill. I hit my angle pretty good in this. Just left it too low, but it skidded up there a little bit. And here's a second shot with my Bobcat doing the forehand line. Trying to skip it up there, which I absolutely parked. About edge of circle 1 for birdie, and I make it with the fist bump too. Hole 18, gotta birdie this to get my goal. This one's a big forehand. Gotta put on a lot of hyzer. Man, that's in bad form. And leave myself inside circle on that. Gotta make the putt for I get the 2 down for my goal. And I make it. I was pretty stoked about that. So thanks for watching. Check out runningatdiscgolf.com to get yourself some merch made for disc golfers by disc golfers. And check out my last video I made. So yeah, see you.